Hello my friends, today is a good day to talk, and I'm the little Comrade, and today's topic is the Russia passed an anti-meme law, it's called by the internet. What exactly is this? Well, it forbids you to put content of someone who is related to something else which is indirectly related. It's really complex, but you can't post now memes, and you can post them, but it might get censored in Russia if it doesn't represent something that you want to be represented. And what happened is, ironically, it even causes more people to post silly stuff in Russia, and it has an opposite effect of the way to try to do it. Censorship in this center doesn't work. And why it doesn't work? It's simple, because it's the internet. Look around us. We can post stuff, we can share stuff, and we can load those stuff on our internet on our small sticks. You know, you can load it on this stick, and when you load stuff on sticks, they're on that, and nobody can take it away. And then later, when something gets deleted, you can mirror it on YouTube, on any other site, and that's why information doesn't get lost. And we live in a time of information. You know, in old times, information wasn't shared that well. And because it's now so much shared, censorship doesn't help much, and people still kind of get their way around censorship. I mean, look, in some countries it's forbidden to go on, like, certain these websites are not allowed in this country, and what people do, they just use fucking proxies, or they have their ways to go on those websites, and because they're censored, people have even more interest to go on this website. Like, oh, this website is forbidden in my country, this wakes the interest, why it is forbidden, and then you try to go ways to find out why it's forbidden for your country. So sometimes censorship has the opposite effect, that people even become aware that you have something to hide. So with this law, it doesn't make any sense, and it just makes more question. People make more having interest to post funny things about Russians, politicals, or Russian, like, and important persons, like celebrities, which it all started with. And what I'm trying to get to the ground is that censorship and the freedom that we have now is like never before. A lot of people say the silly thing that, oh, we live in an age where we are controlled because, look, we have all our iPhones and our iPads and smartphones and Androids and all Galaxy and I don't know, all this fucking device shit, and yeah, and they can spy us, and cameras everywhere, and the Illuminati is controlling us, and you know, all those shit, like, and I say, well, look, okay, some people watch us, some people filter our computers a bit, but a long time before, you couldn't even get a gathering together. Yes, it was, in other countries it was forbidden to make a gathering, and if you had a gathering, which then it was something illegal, and the police was called, so people had to do actually the gathering with the light turns off. And then there was a time where the only way to get an information out or talk about was to go out on the street, and when you go on the street, you can get easily arrested by the police. You know, there were like demonstrations, and the police stopped them, and like in capital countries, you know, you can look at history, it has a lot of examples of those. And right now you can demonstrate through the internet. You don't have to go out. You can post things, you can share things, you can provide people with certain information they right now need, giving them website, giving them links, and start through the internet movements. And a lot of those movements failed, but a lot of those movements succeeded and changed a lot of ways. So when people say, well, we are now in the age where we're getting more and more controlled by spooky electronic devices, and ooh, it's new technology, it's spooky, and it will control us, and we will become mindless cyborgs. I say, oh, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, a long time ago I couldn't say even this shit on the internet, and I would get arrested. I mean, look, like 100 years ago I went outside and talked shit, and I got arrested, and now I can talk shit to the camera, I don't get arrested. Like, sometime before, a lot of things were forbidden, like pornographic information. Porn were forbidden in a lot of countries, and now you can get it simply from the internet as much as you want. Hell, the internet was even invented for porn, I bet it. They was invented for porn, I have a strong belief for it. So what I'm trying to say, it doesn't matter that you shouldn't be afraid of technology, and you shouldn't be afraid of censorship, because it has usually the opposite effect, to provide us freedom instead of capturing us. It's a lot of people are technophobe and fear the new age we are going through with all those Twitter and Tumblr, and especially Tumblr, because you know what I'm talking about. It's just me rambling on the camera, but think of it. It's still information that you get, and it still makes you think about something. A long time ago you had to read a book, and a lot of books were even forbidden from some libraries. Right now, you can see this video, you can make your own video, you can make your own post, and if it gets censored, it's usually gets more an outrageous thing about censorship. Maybe it's about the high population that we have. Like a long time before, the population was small, and the big guys could control it easier. But I don't know what the main factor of this is. Maybe it's just, but I think it's maybe because we have the internet. It's the age of knowledge, the age of easy accessible knowledge, where you don't have to walk to a library and hope you find something that doesn't even give you information about that you want, and the library doesn't have the book, so you have to walk to another library. Right now you can just Google it in 5 minutes, you have the information, and it's done. You can print it, you can load it up on your fucking iPhone or iPad, or I don't know what the fuck you have on your ebook, and then you have it always accessible with you. You don't have to carry your 500 books, you can upload it onto small devices, and it makes a lot of things easier to do. So I don't know why this spooky things and people fear sometimes technology. I think we're on a great age. I don't regret we're born this time. I love it being born this time. I mean, I can't find a new island. I'm born too late, but I'm born too early to explore the space. But I'm born in the right time to explore the internet. And this time is something that peoples in the future will probably, maybe, well, peoples in the past didn't have it, but peoples in the future maybe will don't have it, because let's face it, if we live on some other planets, we can't communicate with our own planet because of the long time of information that needs to travel between the distances, and we don't have the technology yet. Maybe we have it in the future, but it has its own problems, and maybe we won't have such thing as in the internet in the future, and maybe it will one day be gone, or all the things and information will be explored, or the world ends and humanity vanishes by some certain events. I don't know what's gonna happen. So enjoy the time you were born, and enjoy the funny cat videos you can watch. You know, you like those cats videos. I like them too. They have these fluffy kittens in there, and they get petted, and they have their paws, and they are cute. You know what I mean. So stay stay on the internet. Love the internet. Love your computer. Take care of your devices and technology, because you probably know how it's fucked up having now for 3 days no internet. It completely sucks. You kinda already know what I'm saying, so I'm done for today. Have a nice week, year, or whatever time thinking you're into. I mean, some people don't call them days, some people say they were, and just have a good time.